Hello there, welcome back. Now, still to come, Carla is live from Los Angeles and she's got news on dating, Hollywood style. Martin Lewis is here to tell us what we should all be doing with our energy suppliers, how to save money on that. But first, this is a great story. Can a maths teacher with no love of sport, really, be turned into an Olympic pentathlete in time for the 2012 Games? Well, 29-year-old Natasha Hunt, she's given it her best shot. Here's her story.
What else do you need if you are going to construct a triangle? Angles. How many angles? And I was chatting to Rob, this guy called Rob, one day, and he said, and he's a gym instructor, and he said, oh, I wonder if you took someone who'd never done anything, if you could train them like an athlete for 4 years and get them good enough to qualify for the Olympics. Before I started this, my idea of exercise was walking my dog Arthur, maybe going for a gentle hack on my horse. That was it. Now, very different. I train first thing in the morning for at least an hour, and then in the evening up to 3 hours a night.
She understands how people learn, and I think that the amount of learning she's got to do is immense, and that's clearly going to be transferable. She's also very tenacious. She doesn't let matters drop.
I think she's a really good teacher, and I think she will get into the Olympics, because when she is trying to do something, she normally achieves what she's trying to do.
She's never done any training on this stuff before, and now she's just started from scratch.
She's a great maths teacher. She always makes us laugh and everything. Yeah, I think she would get into the Olympics because she's very strong and determined.
Oh, that's fantastic. That is so good. Natasha joins me now along with world and Olympic 400 metre champion who knows only too well what the next 3 years are going to be like. That's for sure. Christina Huru's with us. Well, what a great idea. I mean, did you think, but you've never done any sport before, you're not a sporty woman, and it's you're kind of an experiment.
Yes.
An ongoing experiment. And how is that experiment, obviously you look fantastic, you look really fit. What effect has it had on your body?
I've been training now for 8 months. I've lost a stone in weight, 5% of my body fat.
Loving it. Loving it, loving it, loving it.
I can eat whatever I want.
But is it hard? Is it tough?
It is, yeah. It's a 5:45 in the morning start every morning.
And is somebody standing over you, sort of kicking your butt as to or do you have to do a lot of it on your own?
The mornings I do. Every morning I do by myself, and then in the evenings I generally meet up with someone and train.
Okay, and this is like what? You have to fence?
Yes.
Running?
Yes.
Swimming?
Yes.
Shooting? And jumping?
Yes.
Right, okay, that's a lot.
That's it.
Do you not just to pick one?
No.
No. And so how does it work? I mean, you're then put into a great big sort of pot of people and then they decide who's going to go through. Is that how it works?
No, modern pentathlon is one of the hardest ones to qualify for because we're really good at it.
Actually, yeah, we're the pits, aren't we? Very much.
I should have picked an easier one. But no, you have to qualify top in Europe. It's not just qualifying top in Britain, you have to qualify top in Europe. But that's a long way off. I haven't had a first competition in anything yet.
And how are you feeling in yourself?
I feel brilliant, full of energy.
But you feel
never had so much
confident
energy
as well? Do you feel that it's achievable?
Yes, or I wouldn't give up 4 years.
Of your life to do it, indeed. I sense you're a very tenacious person, what we call in Scotland thrawn.
Oh,
you're thrawn. It's more than tenacious.
Right.
Stubborn as
good.
well.
Yes.
And you never say die.
Yeah,
you know?
I think my family would agree with that.
Okay, so you're thrawn. Remember that when anybody asks for a description. But I think it's a brilliant thing to do. I really do. I think it's absolutely excellent because it shows that, I mean, you're still very young. But but a lot of people you would be starting this in their teens, wouldn't they?
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah. In athletics terms, I guess I'm a late starter. I mean, I'll be 33 by the time of 2012, and that's a veteran. Yes, that's a nice way of putting it. I'm a veteran.
A veteran, oh, absolutely. And you've got a good team round about you, as you need to have. You need to have a team round about you, don't you, Christine, to get there. I mean, you're sitting there, you've been there, done that, you've done all of these things. You might be winning one of these. You never know. You might be winning one of those, Natasha. That's rather nice, isn't it? Look at that.
So shiny.
I know, it's absolutely terrific. And what do you think? Is it possible, do you think, that you can do this, Christine, with all, with the backup and with the effort and everything that's going on?
I think we really don't know. Yeah. It's not for kind of us to say whether it can be done or not. I think if she's set herself out on the path and she's focused enough, then she has a good chance as anyone, I think.
And also we're thinking just now, we're sitting here and it feels like a long time ago, you know, we're saying like when the games are going to be here, it'll be here before we know it, won't it? And are you at a stage just now where you're seriously training, or what sort of things are you doing right now?
Well, for athletics, we have the World Champs in Berlin.
Of course.
So
yeah, so that's the main focus.
Yeah,
the sort of Olympics are kind of in the distance somewhere, but you sort of focus on that.
So we focus on every year as a build-up to the Olympics.
For sure. And it's obviously you're going to be defending your title on home ground. Will that help, do you think? Do you think that'll be an advantage to you?
I think it can be an advantage, and of course it can be a disadvantage as
well,
because of the pressure.
I know.
It's the build-up, and it's kind of thinking, oh, I've got to win because I won before and I'm on home ground.
Absolutely, we're all expecting it. We're all expecting it so we can have a party and a celebration. And of course, you know, the team did so well in the last Olympics. I guess we're expecting it a lot more too. It's not just though about, you know, being fit, which you are now, training and all of that. It's mentally you've got to be really sharp, haven't you? Yeah,
it's because it's a very tough world out there in sport, and you know you have to really make sure that you are not just focus on your training, but focus obviously when you go out to compete. So it's really tough, but I think if you can, as I said, if you're focused enough on your training, you're pretty much more than halfway there.
Yeah.
You can take that kind of discipline and focus you've got from your training and put it into competition. Sure. And so, you know, you're kind of, you know, if you're focused enough for the next 3 years, and I think, I'm not saying competition will be any easier,
no, but
it means that you kind of trained yourself to really.
What we'll do, Natasha, we would love to follow your progress right the way through, because I'm very excited about the Olympic Games, and I hope everybody really gets behind it, because I think it's a wonderful thing to be coming to Britain. It's absolutely terrific. Good luck with everything you do.
Thank you.
And should you not be maybe shooting or something?
No, I should be teaching.
The wee class will be like, fantastic. Right, okay, thank you both very much.
Thank you.
Right.